Hare Krishna everyone, we're continuing to read the Teachings of Lord Kapila, the book by His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Chapter 11, The Symptoms of a Sadhu. Text 24. Continuing. Yesterday we stopped at a point where it was discussed that the devotee is freed from all contaminated material association and he is not affected by the miseries of material existence, even though he appears to be in a material world. How is it possible? A cat carries her kittens in her mouth, and when she kills a rat, she also carries the booty in her mouth. Thus both are carried in the same mouth of the cat, but they are in different conditions. The kitten feels comfort in the mouth of the mother, whereas when the rat is carried in the mouth of the cat, the rat feels the blows of death. Similarly, those who are sadhus or devotees engaged in transcendental service of the Lord do not feel the contamination of material miseries, whereas those who are not devotees in Krishna consciousness actually feel the miseries of material existence. One should therefore give up the association of materialistic persons and seek the association of those engaged in Krishna consciousness. By such association, one will be benefited by spiritual advancement. By their words and instructions, one will be able to cut off his attachment to material existence. In this Kali Yuga, the present age, the dangerous modes of Rajaguna and Tamaguna, passion and ignorance, are especially prominent. Practically everyone in this age is contaminated by lusty desire, greed, and ignorance. It is said in the Shastras that in this age of Kali, Sattva Guna, the mode of goodness, is practically non-existent. The 14th chapter of Bhagavad Gita nicely explains how one can free oneself of contamination by the material modes. Now, Kapila Deva advises, quote, "Mother, if you want to get rid of the contamination of material nature, you should associate with a sadhu." Unquote. Attachment to the material modes bring about our bondage. If we want to be free from this bondage, we have to transfer our attachment to a sadhu. Actually, everyone is attached to something. No one can say that he is free from attachment. The Mayavada and Buddhist philosophers tell us to become detached, but this in itself is not possible. A child is attached to playing in so many ways, but gradually his attachments should be transferred to reading and going to school, to acquire education. It is a question not of stopping attachment, but of transferring it. If one simply tries to put an end to attachment, he will become mad. Something must be given in the place of attachment. For instance, we tell our disciples to stop eating meat. But how is this meat eating stopped? In the place of meat, we are supplying kachoris, rasagulla, and many other palatable things. In this way, detachment is possible. First of all, nullify the inferior attachment. Then supply a better attachment. There is no question of forcing a living entity. This must be done gradually. A child may have some attachment, but by the system of replacing attachment, his attachment is overturned. Similarly, our consciousness has somehow or other become contaminated. Now it has to be purified. Then Krishna consciousness will automatically arise and awaken. Krishna consciousness is our original consciousness, but somehow or other it has become covered by material attachment. The question is how to give up material attachment and become attached to Krishna. The process is sadhu sangha, association with a sadhu. We have many attachments in this material world, but we cannot make these attachments void. We simply have to purify them. Some say that if the eye is diseased, it should be plucked out. But that is not treatment. Treatment is removing the disease. Somehow or other there is a cataract, and if the cataract is removed, one's eyesight will be revived. We have many desires, but we have to divert these desires to Krishna's service. For instance, we may be very attached to making money. Therefore, Krishna says, yes, go ahead and conduct your business. There is no harm. Simply give me the results. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 9.27. Yat karoshi yadashnasi yad juhoshi dadashi yat yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurushva madarpanam. Quote, O son of Kunti, all that you do, all that you eat, all that you offer and give away, as well as all austerities that you may perform, should be done as an offering unto me. Unquote. This is the beginning of Bhakti Yoga. If we conduct business and earn money, we should spend it for Krishna. This is a form of bhakti. Another vivid example is Arjuna, who was a fighter. By fighting, he became a devotee. He did not become a devotee by chanting Hare Krishna, but by fighting in the battle of Kurukshetra. Krishna advised him to fight, but because Arjuna was a Vaishnava, in the beginning he was unwilling. A Vaishnava does not like to kill anything, but if Krishna orders him, he must fight. He does not fight out of his own will, because a Vaishnava's natural instinct is not to do harm to anyone. However, when a Vaishnava knows that Krishna wants a particular thing done, he does not care for his own considerations. In any case, everyone has some particular type of duty, an occupation. If we perform our occupation in the worship of Krishna, our life will be perfect. This is also the instruction given in Srimad-Bhagavatam 1.2.13. Atah pumbhir dvija shreshtha varnashrama vibhagashaha svanushthi tasya dharmasya samsidhir haritoshanam. Quote, O best of the twice born, It is therefore concluded that the highest perfection one can achieve by discharging the duties prescribed for one's own occupation, according to caste divisions and orders of life, is to please the personality of Godhead. We're going to stop here for today. Oh, yes. We're gonna continue in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. The link to this book is in the description. Check out our website, shravanamdiaries.com, and we shall see you next time. Hare Krishna.